We will just leave it at that. Absent ako noon, so wala akong kinalaman doon. At saka ang miyembro ng PAMBI ay hindi ko naman kilala or hindi nagsumite, overruled ako, may quorum, yun na lang, ganun na lang. Hindi po, ayon po sa batas na sinulat po nating lahat at inisponsor po ninyo, Madam Chair, ay mananagot dapat ang implementing agency. That is the reason why we put a PAMB, a Protected Area Management Bureau. Kaya nga ang tinalaga natin na chair ay yung Regional Executive Director para mag-alaga for biodiversity conservation, not for hotel management. Correct, common sense that the DNR must follow the soul and the intent of the law. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng batas? Protected area. Ano bang interpretasyon ng titulo ng batas? Protection. Hindi pagtatayo ng gusali. Kaya nga po ay talagang frustrated kami sa pag-implement ng magandang batas. Hindi pwedeng gawin dahilan ang IRR na mali, hindi pwedeng dahilan yung absent ako ng panahong yun, hindi pwedeng gawin dahilan na meron ng quorum, etc. Mula po sa simula ay nandito po ako nakikinig sa inyong lahat. Simple lang po ang katanungan at tama po ang aking mga kasamahan sa sinabi. Ginawa po natin yung batas para proteksyonan. Ayon sa ating batas, ang PAMB, ang Protected Area Management Bureau, na ang head po ng bawat PAMB ay yung Regional Executive Director ng DNR, siya po ang chairman. Sa ilalim po ng RED, nandyan po yung Regional Director ng MGB, Mines and Geosciences ng region, at sa ilalim din ng RED ay yung EMB ng region, Environment Management Bureau. Maliban siyempre sa Central, sa Maynila. Ang mga miyembro ng PAMB ay samut-sari na nakasaad po sa batas. Ang mga PAMB po ang siyang nagtatalaga kung ang ating tinalaga na protected area ay magiging multiple use zone at strict protection. Sa aking pagkaalam ay dalawa, sinimplehan na lang nila, multiple use. So, ang multiple use po na ito, agrikultura, tama Senator Villar, okay yan. Hindi dapat may mga settlements o mga negosyo na sinisira yung aming konsepto na sabi ni Senator Binay sa protection nga ng protected area. Kaya nakaka-shock na, let's say, yung sinabi niyong dineklara na multiple use, mamaya tatalakayin, ng Bohol ay 97% multiple use. Ngayon, tinatalakay nyo ang Davao, ang Mount Apo, na ang dami rin mga seeming violations. So, wag pong pasa-pasa. 1 year pa lang po ako. Bago pa po ako. Kasi madali po eh. Tingnan lang yung petsa na tinayo, yung settlement, yung resort, kung ano man, at kung sino ang chair ng PAMB noon, ayun yung Regional Executive Director ng DNR na sigurado ako nandyan pa. At yung taong yun ay dapat kaya niyang sagutin. Maliban dyan, yung pag-issue nga ng ECC, maski sabihin yung multiple use yan sa PAMB at chair dyan ang DNR na Regional Executive Director, sabi mo nang nakalusot at maluwag ang PAMB, ay dapat yung pag-issue ng ECC ng EMB region ay hindi binibigay kung maluwag man ang pag-interpret ng chair ng PAMB na DNR Regional Executive Director. And I will ask more questions when it comes to Bohol. I will leave it to my colleagues itong sa Davao, pero yung konsepto na pinag-uusapan po natin sa Davao ay applicable sa Siargao, applicable sa lahat ng protected areas, including and especially Bohol. So, Madam Chair, may I request the DNR to state who was the Regional Executive Director, Chair of PAMB, who issued the management plan and allowed the multiple use zones that all the settlements were granted during the time. And this question, aside from Davao, will also pertain to the Bohol protected area of the Chocolate Hills. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Can you give the names na lang?
Madam Chair.
Give the names na lang. Tinanong niya na, give the names. Sino yung in charge nung bigyan niya?
The red of Region 7 may be able to provide the answer.
Hindi, ganito po, ang tanong ko po, Madam Chair, Davao pa po ang inyong pinag-ausapan. Kasi I see the frustration of my colleagues, pinapasa-pasa po kayo, ay, bago lang ako dito, ay, hindi pa ako noon, etc. So, from Davao, punta po tayo ng Bohol, yung sa Davao, sabihin nila, sino ba yung red nung panahong yun? Ako, dediretsuhin ko na. Kaibigan ko na ng DNR, pero I want answers. Sa Bohol, sa aking pagsaliksik, ang red yata nung panahong yon ay ASEC ngayon, Gilbert Gonzales. I know Gilbert, so siguro, pag dating natin sa diskusyon ng Bohol, siya yung Regional Executive Director noon na nagbigay ng permit sa Chocolate Hills, dapat sagutin ng DNR, namely si former RED, ngayon naman ay ASEC na si Gilbert Gonzales. Tapos, alamin din natin, meron din nagbigay ng isa pang, let me see, yung sa Captain Speak. Dalawa yung pumirma eh. Central Visayas Director at the time, Gilbert Gonzales. Correct me if I'm wrong. Another one is a DNR Central Visayas Director, Paquito Melicor. Ito yung July 14, 2022 na inendorso yung Captain Peaks report. Kasi pag ang tatanungin po natin, Madam Chair, yung nakaupo na sumasagot, Yusek, hindi ko po alam, sa next hearing, etc. Simple lang po, sagutin ng mga nakaupo nung panahong yun na nagbigay ng permit para matuon po natin. Ano ba yung problema ng batas o ng PAMBI o ano ba ang gaps at kailangan merong managot. Hindi pwedeng puro hearing lang. Thank you very much, Madam Chair. I would like to hear from the DNR their answers to my very basic and simple queries. Thank you. Sa aking pagkaintindi sa sinabi ng PAMBI Chair at the time, who's now ASEC, Gonzales ng DNR, absent siya o wala siya nung na-approve. Alam po natin na ang pag-approve ng isang paggamit o zoning ng proyekto sa isang protected area ay hindi lang pong isang meeting. Yan po ay parang ating batas, marami pong hearing. At syempre, maski wala po yung chair na DNR Regional Director, meron pong minutes of the meeting. Kung absent siya nun, isasangguni. At kung ayon sa kanya ay hindi tama yon, ay hindi naman po matatapos yung proseso para po sa pagtayo ng resort. 6 na taon na po nakaraan, so gusto kong mas maliwanagan. Hindi po pwedeng 1 day absent, inapprove ng PAMBI, walang alam ang PAMBI chair, ang DNR, at nagtayo na lang sa walang kaalaman. I cannot believe that the absence of the PAMBI chair, who's the regional director at the time, will allow it to happen and did not know what was going on under his or her, his nose and eyes at the time. I cannot believe that. Otherwise, Madam Chair, babaliwalain ng lahat, hindi lamang ng DNR, ng buong bureaucracia, ang ating mga batas. Pagsasabihin, absent ako noon eh. And we will just leave it at that. Absent ako noon, so wala akong kinalaman doon. At saka ang miyembro ng PAMBI ay hindi ko naman kilala or hindi nagsumite, overruled ako, may quorum, yun na lang, ganun na lang. Hindi po, ayon po sa batas na sinulat po nating lahat at inisponsor po ninyo, Madam Chair, ay mananagot dapat ang implementing agency. That is the reason why we put a PAMB, a Protected Area Management Bureau. Kaya nga ang tinalaga natin na chair ay yung Regional Executive Director para mag-alaga for biodiversity conservation, not for hotel management. Kasi kung gusto namin ng puro kita at hotel management, ay sana yun ang linagay namin sa batas. Kaya, maari po ba ay dinggin ko ng muli ang mas madetalyang sagot ng nagbigay ng pahayag kanina tungkol sa pagbigay ng permiso sa Captain's Peak sa ating protected area Chocolate Hills. Thank you. Banggitin rin po ang pangalan ng ibang miyembro ng PAMB at the time. And this question, please, goes for Davao as well and all other protected areas we will see because we have to see accountability. Hindi po pwedeng puro PowerPoint ang sagot sa ating mga tanong or wala ako doon, absent ako noon. I'm sorry. Thank you, Madam Chair.
If you would see the list of that day, they are all barangay captain. And presiding officer is barangay captain also. Walang iba.
Yes.
If you
Thank
see
you, Madam Chair.
the list of na nagbigay. So maybe Asek Gilbert Gonzalez can explain this.
Yeah. Pakipaliwanag po. Thank you.
Yun nga po ang situation po natin in the membership and composition of the PAMBs. Mostly each barangay is represented as it is covered by the entire area of the protected area. So kaya karamihan po ng ating PAMBs, majority po ng composition are barangay captain as stipulated naman po yan sa batas. Kaya kung dito po sa Chocolate Hills, kung hindi po kakaiba na yung mga members ng PAMB ay karamihan ay barangay captain.
Do anything? Nakita mo nang puro barangay captain to, you didn't do anything.
Di ma'am, ma'am, if you let me explain.
Bakit lahat kayo absent, ang natira lang barangay captain?
Well, actually, ma'am, we have records na in that special meeting, hindi naman garden pick lang ang agenda.
Tuloy itong special meeting na to, kung puro barangay captain to, what will we profit out of it? Na wala man lang nakakaintindi. There's no urgency. Bakit ginawa to? Parang ako, para i-allow mo to, may intent kang gawin dito.
Ma'am, if I may...
Puro barangay captain to.
Ma'am, if I may explain.
Alam mo, sa amin, ang PAMB, merong tawag doon, yung NGO, na mga may sinabi. Bakit ito puro barangay captain? Nakakapagtaka, walang nangyayaring ganito.
Ma'am, if I may explain further, ma'am. Hindi naman ho siguro natin masasabi na walang kaalaman yung mga barangay captains.
Ang PAMB clearance ang isang puro barangay captain. That's a very important decision, di ba? Bigyan ng PAMB clearance yung isang magtatayo, which is really against the principle of tawag dito, protected area. Tapos biglang nung day na yon puro barangay captain ang nagbigay, wala man lang kayo doon. Parang hindi na dapat natuloy ito. Hindi na ito dapat natuloy. They're deciding on a very important issue in Chocolate Hills, and then nagkataon na puro barangay captain ang magdi-decide. Ano to?
Madam Chair.
Ligarda.
Thank you. Bagamat wala po yung pipirma, pagkatapos po niyan ay aakyat po sa kanya as Regional Executive Director ayon po sa ating batas. At kung tinalaga po ng PAMB na gusto nila ng resort doon sa mga burol, ay maari naman pong hindi niya pirmahan. Kaya hindi po dahilan yung absent ako nung panahong yon, kaya yung bundok, yung burol, naging resort. So, gusto ko pong sagutin niya po, sana, please, pagkatapos ng mga inapprove ng mga PAMB members Dating tama si Senator Villar, ang PAMBI hindi puro kapitan. May local governments at merong mga NGO. Walang PAMBI na walang representante na NGO. Kasama yan ng ating batas. So, gusto ko malaman, pagkapas nito na absent siya, bakit niya pinirmahan at inapprove bilang chair ng PAMBI at Regional Executive Director? Pakisagot po.
Okay, thank you, Madam Senator. Actually, marami pa sana ako kaninang gustong ipaliwanag, pero medyo nakakaligtaan ko na. Pero ito po kasing nag-attend ng PAMBI meeting na ito. Although mga barangay captains, hindi ko naman po masasabi na wala silang kaalaman. Kasi kung titingnan nyo po doon sa resolution number 1 na pinirmahan at inapprove ng in-endorse ng PAMBI, marami po silang mga condition and stipulate dito. In fact, meron din silang mga isinaad dito na hindi nila ina-allow na ilagay. Sinabi dito, there should be no structures to be erected at the top of the hill. So nagkaroon talaga ng deliberations dito. Pinag-usapan nila what is acceptable to the PAMBI. So hindi naman po talaga outright na nag-oo lang sila. In fact, in-emphasize nga dito that the proponent should secure pertinent permits from other offices as required, including the environmental compliance certificate. Dito po kasi, kung nire-require at sa tingin ko, the reason why, at saka talaga pong i-impose yung ACC because it is a requirement for any undertaking within a protected area. Dito po kasi sa environmental, sa proseso po ng EIS system wherein an ECC is secured, dito po sana mahihimay ng gusto yung project na gusto lang ilagay. But because the proponent did not secure the ECC, we were not given that opportunity to scrutinize further the project. Ito pong pagkaka-approve, kung titingnan nyo po, duman po naman dito sa mga proseso. This is a decision of the PAMBI which is embodied in their authority to decide over policy that can be applied in this particular protected area. Actually, this was administered by one of the barangay captains, si Tito Angkog, who was designated as the presiding officer. Kung makikita nyo, hindi naman ako solo nagpirma dito. Duman ito sa process, duman po ito sa Senro, sa Pakuas, the PASU. Duman po ito doon sa ARD4 Technical to review whether this document is valid or qualified. Kami po, provided po under the IRR, that the Regional Executive Director, as the PAMBI Chair, will affirm the decision of the PAMBI even if they are not present. Kaya hindi ko sinasabi na pumirma lang kami nakapikit dito. This went through a process, and we recognize the decision of the PAMBI in this particular decision, why this resolution. I'd like to explain also, when the project was presented, the project was presented, it was located in a particular lot, and the location of the actual development that was undertaken was no longer implemented or erected in that particular lot which was presented under this resolution. Kaya po nagkaroon ng resolution number 2 because there was a new site wherein the Garden Peak was, Captain's Peak was located. So kaya kung hindi po nangyari itong inisyo ng resolution number 1 dun sa pre-propose sila, there is a new location for this, and that was covered by the resolution number 2 that was issued in 2022.
Anong laman nung resolution number 2?
Yun nga po, so yung resolution to, the same sir, endorsing the project with certain conditions, but it is now on a new location.
New location?
Yes sir, hindi po dito, Mr. Chair. Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Pero maganda malaman, ano ho ba nangyayari sa isang PAMBI hearing? May standard do ba kayo na, may guidelines ba yun na pag may PAMBI hearing, kailangan may technical presentation, ano pa ba? May minutes of the meeting, ano yung, kailangan ba mag-appear yung may-ari and mag-explain kung anong gagawin niya dun sa property? May ganun ho bang procedure na nakasulat ang DNR?
Madam Senator, Madam Chair, wala pong specific in the law and the implementing rules and regulations because conducting meeting, I believe, is Yes, ma'am.
Common sense, hindi
Yes,
ba? Oo. You don't
So-
have to, gusto mo, ilalagay pa namin sa batas how to conduct a meeting.
Yes, ma'am.
Ano
Kaya
ba yun?
we
Ganun
start-
ba kayo kabobo?
Madam Chair, Madam Chair, Madam Chair,
Ano ba itong mga sinasabi niyo?
Madam Chair,
Si Sen. Loren po, Sen. Loren.
Recognize Senator Loren.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Sumasang-ayon po ako sa inyo ni Senator Binay dahil maliwanag po na ang PAMB, chaired by the DENR Regional Director, ay dapat binibigyan ng guidance ng DNR. At sino ba ang representante ng DNR sa PAMB kundi yung RED? Siya po, yung RED Region 7, ang dapat magbigay ng guidance na ang mga desisyon ng PAMB ay ayon in conformity with the management plans and the prohibitions of the INIPAS. Kaya yung mandato po ng mandate is to ensure that all the clearances are given only to the projects that support the objectives of the PA. I go back to the objective of the protected area, which is conservation of the PA, not to build structure. Having said that, Senator Villar is correct, and I think that's righteous anger and frustration because it is, you're correct, common sense that the DNR must follow the soul and the intent of the law. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng batas? Protected area. Ano mang interpretasyon ng titulo ng batas? Protection. Hindi pagtatayo ng gusali. Kaya nga po ay talagang frustrated kami sa pag-implement ng magandang batas. Hindi pwedeng gawin dahilan ang IRR na mali. Hindi pwedeng dahilan yung absent ako ng panahong yun. Hindi pwedeng gawin dahilan na meron ng quorum, etc. Maliwanag. At the end of the day, the DNR has the mandate through the Region Executive Director to implement the law with the sole objective of biodiversity, protection, and conservation sa kabubuhay rin nating lahat. Hindi lang para makita, hindi lang yan aesthetics sa ikabubuhay natin lahat. So the answer of the DNR is not accepted. I am not content with a very frivolous answer. Hindi po pwedeng palusot, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Tama po ba?
Kaya nga po ba, I'm going further. Is that it is also the duty of the people at Orpamo to give timely,
And
relevant
and in
information.
this case, was that given?
I'll give this back.
And in this case, was that given? That timely, ano yung sinabi niyong word? Timely,
Relevant information.
Relevant
for
information.
Decision making.
Was this given dun sa mga members ng PAMB?
Yes, ma'am.
Given.
Yes, ma'am.
So, dun sa presentation, sinabi niyo kung ano yung magiging negative impact?
Kasi before they presented the project to the INBank is they conducted site inspection, the committee. So during the site inspection,
At ma'am,
they discuss-
babalikan ho natin kaya very important for me yung DNR. Kasi it's more than just looking at it. Diba? So dapat pag-aaralan nyo, pag naghukay ba dito, meron bang matatamaan ba yung chocolate hill or... So I think for me, very important is the scientific study nung project. May ganun ho bang ginagawang scientific study in our protected areas every time na may itatayo tayong structure?
Ma'am, meron kaming request for a stopping pattern. But let's go to the field, no? Ngayon, ina-assign lang namin doon sa PAMO, yung mga technical people. Every protected area, may kanya-kanyang objectives. No? May kanyang trait,
Excuse me,
may
Yusef,
kanyang...
hindi po pwede kanya-kanya eh. We
No, no,
only
I-
have
I-
one objective and that is
ibig
to
sabihin,
protect.
specifically, like Buri Island, protected landscape, iba ang pinag-uusapan doon.
Hindi, pero lahat to constant yung protection.
Yes po. So
Kasi
we
paano
see to
lumalabas
it.
ho dito, mas nagpo-focus tayo dun sa multiple use.
like this one, Chocolate Hills. We see to it that the people we assigned at the PAMO, assisting the board, have necessary training to be able to give, to educate the members of the PAMBI.
So is it safe to assume that the PAMU gave a recommendation na okay lang magtayo ng resort dun sa in-between ng Chocolate Hills?
Hindi naman ako yung nag-approve, ma'am. So as I said, ma'am, as I am only the secretariat during the meeting. So the decision,
Wala kayo lahat para yung mga barangay captain, para sila masisi. Hindi nyo ba sinadya yun?
hindi naman, ma'am. Andyan. Kasi mga, actually,
Kilala ko mga barangay captain sa amin, hindi naman nila alam ang environment. City pa kami, ha? Lalo na yung barangay captain sa probinsya. Ano nalalaman yan sa environment? No? Bakit mo pababayaan sila mag-decide? Ba't hindi kayo nakialam?
But yung nga, yung information na yun, kasi parang, yun na nga, parang hindi na-capture ng supposed to be may technical capability yung negative impact ng project sa Chocolate Hills.
Hindi niya nga, tingin niya, ari,
ang
you can do it.
lahat yung mga negative impact, ma'am, pag may ICC, makapture na yun.
So, di ba parang sayang lang ho yung, bakit nag-hearing pa tayo sa PAMBI? Kung on that level, dapat nagsa-start na yung protection on that level.
That is mandated by law, ma'am, that all project shall pass through the PAMBI.
Iyon na nga, pero parang nagiging mindset nyo, all projects na dumadaan sa PAMBI for approval. But on your level, pwede nyo nang pwede nyo nang itigil yung project
Ulitin ko lang, ma'am, the decision of the PAMBI was based on their, na the area is titled property before the law.
Pag titled property ka, bine-brainwash na kita. Kahit titled property yan, pag yan ay nasa protected area, you are not allowed to do anything with it nang hindi nyo kinoconsider yung protection of the protected area. Hindi absolute ang power mo. Malas ka na ang iyong lupa ay nasa protected area. Hindi pwede yun. Hindi pwede yun. Dapat i-brainwash mo sarili mo. Huwag mo sasagutin ng ganyan. Kasi kung hindi ka na dapat nag-supervisor ng protected area. Hindi ka marunong. Bakit mo sinasagot ng gano'n na siya may-ari ng property, he can do anything with it because that his titled property? Hindi. Pag ang titled property mo nasa protected area, you're not allowed to do that. It should be analyzed if that would be it will have a negative impact on the protected area. Ikaw pa naman ang supervisor ng protected area, ganyan ang mentality mo, kaya nagkakaganyan ng mga protected area. Mali yan. Mali yan. Hindi mo i-reason na it's a titled property. Malas ka na yung titled property mo nasa protected area. You're not allowed to do that. Yes.
I-correct ko lang po yung kay Madam Senator. We're talking of PAMBI regular meetings, hindi po hearing. So, i-correct ko lang po. Meetings lang po.
Nag-approve sila
Yung nga po, it's a regular meeting, ma'am.
Miski regular meeting yun.
Correct ko
Baka
lang po.
meeting na hindi nag-approve sila.
Yes,
Kaya
ma'am.
natin tinatanong what happened during that meeting because in-approve nila yung
Yes, ma'am.
resort. It's not an ordinary meeting. If it's just an ordinary meeting, wala tayong pag-uusapan dito.
Ma'am,
It's the meeting that
yes.
approved the resort.
That's right, ma'am.
Oh.
So, but let me siguro raise a very important issue. This is a realization in the implementation which may have been the major cause for these problems coming out as a result of issuing clearances by way of the PAMBI and the issuance of ECC. I think it is the understanding of our implementing arm, the DNR, and yung PAMBI, on the zoning, I think we will really seek, and that's one of our recommendation for the law to a law to be provided in terms of zoning, because our understanding is subject to private rights, but within the bounds of the IPRA. And that's the reason why we have all these settlements under the multiple use zone, because I believe they are also provided with rights, considering that they were there prior to
Actually, Asek, wala naman hong issue yung mga, I mean, for me, yung mga settlements, ang problema ho natin itong mga resort.
Yes. Ang dami po kasing nakalagay din sa law.
Alam mo, kung yun lang settlement, and then nagtatanim, at yung mahihirap na tao, wala namang issue eh. Pinabayaan nyo yung mga resort eh. Hindi na to,
Yes, ma'am. Kasi
hindi na to ordinary eh. Na
Madam Chair,
yung mga
kasi
naandun eh.
ang premise po naroon sila sa multiple use zone,
Na wala sila
anchored
doon dati, binigyan nyo lang ng right na pumunta doon, wala doon.
Ma'am,
Puro
in that-
sila, ang mga years nila, 2020, 2021, 2022.
Yung
Hindi
pong-
naman yan nung panahon ni Kulas eh. Siguro nung panahon ni Kulas, wala naman napunta dun eh. Kaya wala eh. Ngayon, they saw an opportunity to earn, di ba? Oh. Kaya
Ma'am,
pinag-interesan na nila
Madam
yun.
Chair, if I
Dapat
may,
tinabang-
1927 pa po alienable or disposable
Ayan, alam
yung
ko.
area.
Pero may nagtayo ba ng resort noong 1927?
Tapos natituluhan na po. Yung pong
Oh.
resort is a result of exercise
Actually,
of the
Mala
rights.
sila
Madam
kasi
Chair.
nalagay sila sa protected
Madam Chair,
area.
meron ho ba dun sa hill na titled? Maraming hills ang titled.
Yes, ma'am. If I may...
How many hills? How many hills are titled? To individuals
30% of the alienable or disposable lands.
are yung hill mismo.
Yes, covering yung between and over the hills.
Privately owned.
Yes, titled.
Yeah. Siguro can we request LRA to part ng submission nila?
Yes, Your Honor. In fact, we submitted some of the information po to the Secretariat.
Do you have data na dun sa Captain Speak kung yung title niya nakasulat agricultural?
Your Honor, we have here right now the Register of Deeds for Bohol Province. Maybe he can inform the body. May he be recognized?
Good afternoon po, Your Honor. For the Captain's Peak Garden and Resort, yung ano po is dalawang siyang title. Yung isa is 1 hectare, yung may pool, may swimming pool, at saka yung isa na nasa tapat is 2 hectare siya, bali yung garden nila.
Portion ng hill?
Parang
Flat
ano
lang.
po siya sa portion. May ano po kami yung sa PowerPoint sana para makita yung
No, agriculture, pakita mo na. Tapos agricultural siya or hindi?
wala
Walang
kasi,
ganon?
hindi kasi indicated sa title po. Bali, patent issued po siya galing DENR. Tapos yung sa amin is registration po. Bali, yung makita lang yung classification niya is sa tax declaration po ng LGU. Yung administrative titling ng DENR po. Katibayan ng original na titulo yung
May extra, yan eh, yung patent. Pag patent ang title mo, may restriction yan eh.
yung
Ano restriction
yung
ng
5 years
patent?
po na restriction.
Ano restriction ng patent?
Hindi ma-transfer within 5 years. Bale.
Bakit hindi matatransfer within 5
From
years?
ano ba?
Was
From
it given?
DENR? Diretso siya dun sa original owner ngayon?
Yes,
or
from the ENR po, mag-transmit po sila sa office ng dalawang title form, yung vault copy at saka yung owner's copy.
and for this property, it's one owner. Hindi yan na, may previous
Transfer na
owner.
po siya.
May previous owner?
Yes po, oo.
So secondary owner
Secondary
na
na
yung
po
may-ari.
siya, yung ngayon.
Na itin-transfer sa kanya within that restriction ng patent?
Yung pag-issue ng patent po is 1996, tapos nabili niya na transfer po 2007 po.
So within, sinunod niya yung restriction?
Yeah, more than ano na po.
Yung ba lang ang restriction ng patent?
Yun lang po yung nakalagay. Basta may
Hindi,
yung
ikaw na taga land register LRA ka. Alam ko yan patent, may ibang klase yan eh. Hindi madali yan eh. Ano yung patent? Ikaw nasa LRA ka. Ano yung patent? Ba't sinasabing patent?
yung patente po is yung parang nag-apply siya ng yung parang yung imperfect title yung sa lupa, bali siya yung parang ano, bali siya po yung nag-apply po sa DENR for titling po. Then tapos si DENR naman po yung mag-issue ng title form at itatransmit po sa office for registration. As to sa supporting documents po na itatransmit ni DENR, bali yung title, dalawang title form lang po at saka yung transmittal letter. Yun lang po yung matatanggap namin. Tapos maghingi kami ng yung sa registered owner, yung nakalagay, maghingi kami ng tax declaration niya at saka yung tax clearance po niya. Then yun for i-register na po sa office. So as to supporting documents for the processing of the application po, wala po sa amin, wala po kaming copy. Basta original certificate of title po.
And walang nakasulat na agricultural?
Wala po.
Wala. Okay.
Oo.
Thank
yung
you.
form lang po.
Thank you.
97 is 2007, 2017, 2027, and 30 years. So wala siyang 30 years. Maraming
nagpatitulo. A&D siya between 2003 to 2018.
Hindi, sabi mo 30 years dapat.
Yes, ma'am. Dapat nagtatapos yung 30 years niya na A&D siya.
Bakit ito nagpatitulo ng before?
Pa siya doon. Yung original OCT eh. So, hindi na yun. To revert to government, we have to expropriate eminent domain. Sisilipin mo pa.
Siguro, wala rin naman si Secretary. Siguro, Yusek, baka there's a need to review kung ano ba yung nangyayari during a PAMBI hearing sa protected areas. Baka we're also not, hindi natin ini-equip yung mga members during a hearing kung ano ba yung mga implications ng mga ipapasa nila.
Yes, Madam Your Honor. Actually po, kasama po yan dun sa tinitignan namin. Number one is the procedure sa PAMBI. Kung paano nako-conduct yung hearing, sino ba nagsasalita dyan, sino po nagmo-moderate talaga. Although alam po natin, DNR is the secretariat, but like you mentioned, na-mention po kanina, there are committees that can be established to actually take a look at the conservation side. Lahat po, nandun po. So we're taking a look at it now.
And siguro maganda kung meron ba kayong regular training, seminar para sa mga members?
Yes, ma'am. Opo.
And with regards to the furnish us the list of yung land under all the protected areas in the Philippines. Ilan yung yung titled na A&D, ilan yung sa government, ilan yung di ba? Bibigay nyo sa amin yon para malaman namin, let's say sa Chocolate Hills, ilan yung talagang sa government, ilan yung na-title sa individual, para hindi tayo magka-problema ng ganyan. Para masabi din natin na pag although titled sa individual yan, under a protected area, they're not allowed to do whatever they want there.
Yes, Madam Chair.
It has to be according to the plan of the protected area.
Yes, Madam Chair.
You can give us,
We will collate all the data po.
114 protected areas, tapos lahat yon merong hectareage, tapos may listahan na kung alin ang A&D, alin talaga yung sa government, di ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Kasi ilan ba ang classification ng protected area, yung government talaga?
Strict protection, Madam Chair, at saka multiple use zone. No? Dalawa na lang ngayon.
Multiple use zone, Kahit na sa government-owned, pwede multiple use zone?
Ganito po, most of the declared protected area, ano naman
Sa government
sa
yun.
government.
O
Meron
yung-
lang mga
Yung
ilan.
buffer zone, kanino yon?
Actually, the board can designate a buffer zone. No? May iba ring guidelines. They can
O,
adopt
kung hindi ari yun ng government, kanino yon? Kukunin mo yun doon sa yung may-ari? O ari ng government ang buffer zone?
Kaya nga po, the question then was, is a buffer zone part of the protected area? We say no, kasi delineated po ang mission bounds of
Hindi,
the
katulad
buffer
namin,
zone.
ang buffer zone namin Manila Bay.
In this case po, Madam Chair, nasa dagat po kasi, kaya gobyerno siya.
Gobyerno, di
Opo,
ba?
opo.
So we can,
There's
it can
one
be part
very...
of the protected area.
Yes po.
Oo.
There's
Ang
one...
buffer zone lang na hindi part of the protected area is the one not owned by the government. Diba?
Siguro, Madam Chair, maybe in the future, pag-aralan na rin natin yung option to expropriate. Well, kasi in a way, kawaway, kasi kawawa naman din ho yung may-ari nung
We have that in our proposal.
Maybe-
But before that, if I may, one important element in the protection of the protected area, there is a mandate to adopt a protected area management plan a year after it is. So ito yung Biblia po. Lahat ng activities in the protected area is governed by the plan.
Wala nga.
Pero kailangan may ganun, supposed to be ho, may ganun eh.
Opo.
Meron ba?
Dapat.
Ba't hindi
Sila
nila
sasagot.
alam?
Supposed to be, kailangan meron nga nun eh.
Nila alam, but
Meron
ang
ba?
idea nila ng A&D, they can do whatever they want. Hindi, based on what is...
So, Madam Chair, siguro out of the protected areas, ilan lahat yung may ganong plan?
Lahat. O, bakit hindi nila alam?
Meron lahat? Meron lahat? Can you submit to the committee? Yung plan?
Yung plan.
Management plan. Ibig
Yung
sabihin,
management
pag
plan.
magdi-decide ka whether to build or not, meron ka bang
Yes.
basis, di ba?
The base of the hill appear to be inconsistent with the established 20-meter drawback. I suggested that this measure be subject to further study. Since this issue captured the national limelight, we have been saying there is a need to clarify and review our policy about our protected areas, heritage sites, and other places with important cultural significance. In the light of early pronouncement of high government officials, comments and opinion in social media, we ask from the standpoint of local officials, should we allow development in these areas or totally prohibit any human activity at all? If it's absolute prohibition, then there should be just compensation to private owners who could no longer benefit from their land. Long before this area are declared as protected sites, there are communities and farmland already. These are places where they were born. These are their homes going back several generations. If development is allowed, then the guidelines should have no room for ambiguity. The responsibilities of the PAMB members, LGU officials, and other involved in the process should be clear. If we are to be a world-class tourist destination, we should have sufficient facilities to cater to the tourist needs. The members of the PAMB should be capacitated and given orientation on the crucial role they play. The PAMB needs technical assistance. The coordination between national government agencies concerned and the local government units should be strengthened because we have seen an instance where a mayor's permit is issued despite the absence of an ECC, and a case where no mayor's permit is issued even there is an ECC. Either way, the resort owners and the workers are the losing end. This could discourage the inflow of investment that the local government badly need. Safety nets should be put in place to safeguard both the environment and the investor and workers in this establishment, which may be adversely affected with stringent regulation are enforced. We are proposing the creation of a Review and Development Committee, REDCOM, composed of environment consultants, landscape architects, and experts on aesthetics and design to assist the PAMBI before giving any development clearance. This committee could be an independent body or part of the structure of the PAMBI. Just before we had a break for the Holy Week, the officers of the League of Municipalities in Bohol expressed to me their stand on this issue. They asked me to convey before this honorable committee that certain areas in their municipalities should be excluded or taken out from the protected zone in order for their local government to harness the full potential of their towns. Conclusion, I humbly submit this is not just a simple case of protecting the environment. This is not merely a legal battle over environmental conservation or a quest to pinpoint accountability. This is a reflection of the social ramifications that ripple through our communities when the sanctity of natural heritage is at stake. This controversy highlights the interconnectedness of our action and their impact on society at large. The closure of the resorts, while a victory for the environmentalists, also casts a shadow on the livelihood of those employed there and economic aspiration of the local community. It is a brutal reminder that every environmental decision is also a social one, affecting real people with real needs. The challenge, therefore, is not just to protect our environment, but to do so with nurturing the social fabric of our communities. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Governor. I think I have expressed that, that the view of the politician is very different from the view of the environmentalist. Talagang ganyan. There is a conflict, and we should be able to manage that conflict. So if you declare your area, remember the declaration of a protected area was done by your congressman. I didn't pass any that was not passed in the House of Representatives. So I thought that when you decided to declare it as a protected area, you know the implication. And I admire those congressmen. Oh, those who, maybe it's your father, I don't know. But that's the conflict. That's why if you want to declare it as a protected area, you have to accept the fact that there is a requirement. You were the one who filed. You know, I never approve any protected area that didn't pass in the House of Representatives. So I thought that when you passed it, the people understood that there is a limitation to that. When you are declared a protected area, there is environmental consideration already that comes with the protection of the protected area. Remember, I didn't pass any protected area that was not passed in the House of Representatives. That should have been considered before you pass the Chocolate Hills, di ba? You can never say to me that it should be, no. I know, because I know that also. That's why I was telling them that the best protected area that we can ever pass is the, yung sa Batangas, Verde Island Passage, because it has 250 kinds of what do you call this? Coral reef. And there are only 256 in the world, so it has 250 of the 256 remaining in the world. but no congressman is filing and doing that. So we are not able to declare it as a protected area. So depende sa inyo. Kung gusto nyo i-preserve yung environment, then you passed it. So I just passed it after you. How come now you're saying that it's not what do you call this? It's not considering the lives of people, di ba? When we passed that, we considered that already. So we have to strike a balance between taking care of the environment and taking care of the people. As I was saying, if you will just, it will remain an agricultural land, there will be no problem because it goes with the protection of the environment. But when you're going to build structures and resort, that's another story. So you have to take care that it will not destroy your protected area. I know your thinking, but I'm warning you, we did not pass Chocolate Hills because it is our wish in the Senate. You passed it in the House of Representatives. So I thought there were consultation before you passed it in the House of Representatives. So that's my opinion on this.